Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 6 for Section 3. So our research and also our topic is about flood scenario in Malaysia. So in order to have the data, we have to understanding the diverse drivers of Malaysian flood. Next is our team, consists of 5 persons, including me. So the first one is Nur Wazifa, the only girl in our group, and the second one is myself, which is Muhammad Ibrahim Rizwan. The third one is Hafiz Helmi. The fourth one is Muhammad Shakir, and the last one is Muhammad Daniel. Alright, next for the research introduction. Alright, this research involved into the multi-factor contributing to the recurrent threat of flood in Malaysia by examining the country geography and climates, historical flood patterns, existing infrastructure and social influences. Our goal is to provide a comprehensive analysis. We employ advanced data integrations and modeling technique to anticipate potential flood scenarios, emphasizing the needs for a holistic approach through stakeholders engagement, including collaboration with communities and policy makers. We aim to empower decision makers and citizens alike. Our research not only identifies challenges but also propose innovative solutions such as offering actionable policy recommendations to enhance Malaysia resilience and mitigate the impact of future flood scenarios.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Shakir and I will talk about a problem statement. Floods are typically the result of natural causes. Man-made element may also be to blame. It is extremely dangerous to both people and properties. Flooding is caused by a variety of factors, which is excessive and heavy rainfall is one of the leading causes of flood, particularly in cases of flash flood. When rainfall falls faster than the ground can absorb in low-lying places and metropolitan areas, water height rapidly rises, resulting in floods. Extreme rainfall in river course also contribute to flood, as well as water pour down riverbank and overflow into surrounding land. Accelerated urbanization inside metropolitan river catchment has also exacerbated the situation by increasing runoff and reducing river capacity, resulting in increased flood frequency and severity. Urban activity are causing an increasing number of cities to become more vulnerable to brief period of greater intensity rainfall, resulting in flash flood.
Okay, for our literature review, this section provides an in-depth analysis of the factors contribute to flash flood, including the disaster impact framework, topography condition, monsoon season, social impact, and flood risk management. The review highlights the importance of understanding the complex interplay between various factors that contribute to flash flood, such as topography, rainfall, and human activities. It also emphasized the need for effective disaster management strategies that take into account the social and economic impact of flash flood on communities. Flash flooding can occur due to a combination of factors. The intensity and duration of rainfall play a role as they depends on how it falls. Additionally, the geography of the area, the quality of the soil, and the type of ground cover also contributors. However, it is worth mentioning that sometimes flash flooding can be attributed to action driven by greed for wealth without consideration the impact on the environment. Thunderstorms are a common issue in Malaysia, as the world's third greatest amount of lightning strikes, with an average of 180 to 260 storms per day each year.
The Disaster Impact Framework (DIF) is a tool to assess the impact of disasters on people, infrastructure, environment, and economy. It is based on the Sendai Framework for Disaster Risk Reduction 2015 until 2030, a global agreement that aims to reduce disaster risk and losses. DIF supports the implementation of the Sendai Framework by providing a comprehensive and consistent methodology to measure disaster impact and monitor progress towards the 7 targets and for priorities for action. In Malaysia, DIF is used by various government agencies and stakeholders to enhance disaster risk reduction and resilience. For example, the Department of Environment uses DIF to identify and address the environmental impacts of disasters such as air pollution, water contamination, waste management, biodiversity loss, and climate change. The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, uses DIF to plan and allocate resources, implement mitigation and preparedness measures, and evaluate the effectiveness and efficiency of disaster management policies and programs. DIF also helps to ensure coherence among the key global frameworks at the national level, such as the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, the Paris Agreement and Climate Change, and the New Urban Agenda. By using DIF, Malaysia can align its disaster risk reduction efforts with its national development goals and international commitments.
Okay, I will talk about topography condition. Malaysia's diverse geography, from mountain range to coastal plain, is changing dramatically. Economic growth-driven deforestation has resulted in alarming losses of forest cover, resulting in soil erosion, landslides, and floods. As the country grows, more land is committed to roads, buildings, and infrastructure, frequently at expenses of natural areas such as wetlands and mangrove. Climate change adds another degree of complication with rising sea level, enlarging coastal area, and extreme weather events such as storm and drought becoming more regular. These changes have significant implications for the environment and people, affecting infrastructure, agriculture, and even renowned tourist areas such as the Cameron Highland and Penang Island. Elevation influences the terrain behavior as a result of a difference in geographic height. It affects the water flow direction from higher level to a lower level, and eventually result in flow accumulation if the terrain is flat. In other words, this reflects an inverse proportional relationship between elevation and flood event, and its reclassification was performed according to the past study.
Hi, my name is Hafiz Ilmi. Malaysia is a country that is highly vulnerable to flood. In recent years, the country has been hit by several major floods, which have caused widespread damage and loss of life. When it comes to managing flood risk, Malaysia is taking a multi-pronged approach, focusing on both infrastructure and community involvement. For the key of strategies, the first one is infrastructure. Building dams and drainage system can help to control water flow and reduce flooding. The Malaysian government has invested heavily in flood infrastructure in recent years, and there are a number of major projects underway. The second one is technology. Early warning system can help to give people time to evacuate before flood hits. The Malaysian government has developed a number of early warning systems, and they are being used to good effect in many parts of the country. Next, land use planning. It is important to avoid building in floodplains, as this can increase the risk of flooding. The Malaysian government is working to develop land use plan that take flood risk into account. Community engagement. The community has a vital role to play in flood risk management. People need to be aware of the risk of flooding and know what to do in the event of a flood. The Malaysian government is working to raise awareness of flood risk and to involve the community in preparation and response effort. The last one, I will talk about 2023 highlight. of the strategies of nature flood risk. The first one is prioritizing flood control. Ongoing project like the Klang River Integrated Flood Mitigation Project demonstrate the government's commitment to upgrade flooding defense. The second one is technology. Early warning system like My Flood Alert have successfully alert community about impending flood, leading to timely evacuate and minimizing damage. The last one is about the nature. Stabilizing marine protected areas like the Tun Sakaran Marine Park not only protect marine ecosystem but also safeguard communities from storm surge.
While research highlights the vulnerability of Malaysia's diverse landscape to floods, it also unveils promising solutions. Flood maps encompassing potential damage alongside inundation zones, improve warning systems for timely alerts, and revamp infrastructure with enhanced drainage and water retention can shield communities. Implementing sustainable alternatives like green spaces, permeable pavements, and rainwater harvesting helps manage runoff, while public education and drills empower communities to be flood ready. The key lies in fostering collaboration between government, NGOs, and citizens to weave these solutions into the fabric of Malaysia, building a nation resilient to the rising tide of floods.